Hey everybody, this is James.
And Paul.
And today on another exciting episode of Unpacking Magic, we're going to be opening up a box of Rivals of Ixalan. I really like this set. I have played 7 pre-release events now so far with it. Have you done any yet, Paul?
No, I haven't played any.
It's pretty fun. It is still pretty quick. I actually thought it was going to be slower than Rivals of than regular Ixalan, but Ascension actually happens around turn 5 or 6. I thought it was going to happen a lot later than that, but it actually happens pretty quickly. And there are a lot of really cool cards for limited and standard in it. And I think with the new bans and everything for standard, it will add to the value of the shakeup in the format and give a lot more options for what's going to be out there in terms of the meta. So I will give you guys, I think we'll do another video here pretty soon to go over, there's a PPTQ tomorrow that I'll be participating in. I will either be running red deck.
You're participating in it? Do you mean you're judging it? Or?
Well, I may lose, but no, I'm playing in it. But I will be trying... I think red burn, ramming up essentially, but without ramming up, so I can't call it that anymore. I wanted to play Merfolk, but just don't have all the cards together yet, and I'm not sure if it will do as well as I think.
How good do you guys think Merfolk is?
Yeah, let us know.
I don't think it's good.
Obviously, it's not doing so hot compared to the other decks online, but I guess we'll have to see how the meta changes and exactly what's going to be going on. I mean, obviously, the 3 main decks right this second from what we've seen is red. And what's the other 2 that you saw? The Beast deck, right?
Yeah, the green-red monsters deck.
Yeah, so green-red monsters.
With Rekindling Phoenix making a big splash, of course.
Yeah. And then the other deck is the black-red removal deck with
Sweltering Suns, Fatal Push,
Glorybringer, and
Rekindling Phoenix.
So it is interesting to see those types of decks, and I think Energy will still have a place. I think that there will be a couple variants.
I don't think so.
I don't think it gets hurt as much as you think, Paul. I think Rogue Refiner wasn't played in half the decks.
Are we talking about you, or are we talking about the Energy deck?
I think in general. I mean, obviously, Attune is yeah, I am, and I think it will still exist in some, iteration. So
are you taking that modern deck? Are you taking that Energy deck to modern now?
I don't think so. I don't think it's good enough for modern. So, okay, well, let's get into it and let's see what value we get.
If we get any cards James needs for his deck.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. Well, I need a Phoenix, Paul.
You need 4.
We're gonna get 4 out of the box.
Guys, are we gonna get 4 Rekindling Phoenixes? Is this gonna be a God box?
The God box. No, what do you mean? I thought we were getting 36 foil ones.
Yeah, did you hear about the guy that got all mythics in his box instead of rares?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, it was on Reddit.
That seems pretty
MtG
good.
Finance.
I like that. That sounds nice.
Okay.
Take this out of the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What are you doing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm giving us equal packs. Here you go. You want to open? We gotta open them up and see who gets the better value.
Good luck to you, James. You're gonna need it.
I always need it. For whatever reason, I seem to lose against you half the time. Oh! There we go. There's some money. I think it's about $5. I don't think I got any amazing uncommons. This guy's not bad. You might see some play.
I got Champion of Dusk. What did you hear, James?
Champion of Dusk. I got Deeproot Elite.
That's cool.
Which is like a worse Metallic Mimic right now.
No, I do like Champion of Dusk.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool card.
Refill your hand.
Yeah.
It's a 5 mana, right?
Yeah.
It could be played as like a 1 or 2 of, I think.
Yeah, it could. Champion of Dusk, I think, is worth $1. Deeproot Warrior, 40 cents. Deeproot Elite is $5. Let's just put the most expensive ones here. So these are the money cards, and these are the bad cards. I don't think this is worth that much. Got a Arc of Orazka. It's okay. I mean, it's decent and limited. I don't know. I might play it in Baby Commander. EDH.
I got a Silent Gravestone. It seems like a pretty good card.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That might
I
stop.
don't think it's worth much right now.
That might stop the God Pharaoh's gift decks these days.
Yeah.
Now,
You think that will actually see play?
yeah, and some sideboards, I think so.
Interesting. So, Silent Gravestone's worth about 80 cents, Arc is worth about 40 cents. So
I win!
they're both not expensive though, so they'll go over there.
Okay, so James, what do you think about the card quality of this set so far?
Well, I don't pay too much attention to that, but what do you think, Paul?
Well...
Is it better?
Feels about the same to me.
Really?
Yeah. What do you guys out there think? Have you guys that have opened up Rivals of Ixalan? What do you think about the card quality so far?
So I got Adonna's Climb. It's about a $3 card.
So what cards are you currently looking for from this set, James?
I think just the Phoenix.
So I got World Shaper. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So I got World Shaper. Not a very good card in Type 2, or in Standard that is, but I kind of feel like it might be decent in another format where there's like a combo where you can play around it, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, worth a ton of money, but I think it could see play. I mean, Hadana's Climb, I'm sure, is going to see play. So it's about a $3 card, so. This is pretty cool, though, too, that you opened up. So this is a foil Direfleet Neckbreaker, which is pretty tight. This guy's great in limited. I'll probably go over some of that in the next pack. I'll kind of show you guys some of the limited cards I like from the set. You ready for the next one, Paul?
Sure.
I didn't get a ready card. So this guy's not bad in limited. Pretty interesting. It's pretty hard to get rid of. Impale's pretty good. It's funny. This Arthurial Flow is really good in Two-Headed Giant. Discard 4 cards, lose 4 life, gain 4 life.
Two-Headed Giant, or in Commander, it's also good.
Yeah, seems
each opponent.
Seems a little good.
I think that'll see play.
For 3. Kamina's Awakening, so not that expensive of a card. I think yours is worth more.
I got a Zakama.
Yeah, man. I don't think this card's gonna see much play. Maybe as a. Wouldn't even be played as a commander, really, would it? So expensive.
What 3 colors are it?
Red, green, white.
You never know. I'm sure someone out there would like to play it as a commander. Let me take a look.
Such an expensive card.
Actually, I do like Zakama as a commander. Look at all the abilities it has.
Yeah. And
activated abilities.
And when it enters, it untaps all your lands. So I could see it as a commander. It's worth about $3 or $4, and mine is not worth very much. So. We do got to keep in mind that the prices are a little inflated right now. They are going to change. This card is about, top of my head, I think it's an $8 card. And actually, this card will see play, I think. Pretty good card, Twilight Prophet.
Wow. I got another Silent Gravestone. That's cool.
I think you'll lose that one.
Yep, definitely.
Put this there, Silent Prophet's over here.
Hey, James, do you or anyone you know like that card?
Yeah, I like that card.
You like that card?
I think it's cool in this set that they have the Vampire one and the Merfolk one.
Yeah.
And they obviously needed to do that to create this energy that they needed. It was necessary for the set.
Yeah, for sure. Well, just to boost those 2 decks.
Yeah, and like
into being relevant after.
Into being relevant, and not just that, but also make limited a little bit more, like have some synergy to it. Because for a long time, even in Ixalan, right, like people for limited were playing vampires or were playing Merfolk, but now to have like the actual champions for those is very helpful.
Well, do you think so? After Kaladesh Walk rotates out, do you think vampires and Merfolk are going to be like Tier 1 decks, like straight up?
I don't think Tier 1. I think
really.
I think they'll be good. I don't think they'll be Tier 1. I mean, think about the red deck. I mean, the ramming up red, or can't even call it that anymore. It doesn't have hardly any of the old cards in it. It's all Amonkhet and Hour. I think once Kaladesh rotates, depending upon what comes out of what's the next set? Dominaria. Depending upon what's in that, I think red will be the strongest deck. Unless it gets a banning of something.
It might.
Well, we're in the era, Paul, of banning standard cards.
Yeah, it's a hip thing to do.
It's like we're back in Mirrodin. You know, we're back in the day.
Yeah. Or that you're back in 94, 95, 96.
Well, but Mirrodin was the only other time besides then where there were mass bannings in Standard.
No, there were bannings before that. Like,
I
think Zern Orb was banned.
Sure. But what I mean is
Ivory Towers
mass bannings. Mass bannings.
Well, this is I think this is the biggest time of number of cards that got banned year over year. I mean, outside the very first ban list.
I mean, think about how many were banned from Aetherable, and then you've got all these, these cards banned now. And when Mirrodin was around and that whole fiasco, there was 15 cards I think that were banned. I mean, the lands themselves were banned. Disciple of the Vault was banned. Skullclamp was banned. There were several cards that were banned. Way more than the 4 that were just banned. So we'll see how that goes. I got one of the cards I needed out of this pack.
Jadelight Ranger, huh?
It was a Jadelight Ranger.
Yeah, I'm not lucky enough to get Rekindled Phoenix this year. I'm hoping for another Rekindled.
Actually, I do think that this card, although it's only a $6 or $7 card right now, I do think that this card will be a $12, $13, $14 card.
Maybe.
I think it's going to see, out of all the cards besides Phoenix, I think Jadelight Ranger is going to see the most play besides Phoenix.
What about this guy? You think this guy's going to see a lot of play?
I mean,
he's really good. I think he's really good.
Seems fine.
Yeah, once you choose this end.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be bad, right? Yeah. 1 for 2-1, it can never be awful. Yeah. It's an uncommon, and it's almost as good as a hound, right?
Right.
Or better than a hound.
It's Sky Marcher Aspirant we're talking about. For those of you who aren't aware, it's a pretty good card. I think you'll see it played a lot on turn 1 against the Vampire decks.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then I pulled one of the cards I like out of this set, which is Warkite Marauder.
I like that card too.
I think
it's a couple dollars, right? It's about $4.
It's about $2, $3 bucks.
It's a cool card, and this card's really actually fun to play in limited. There's a lot of times where, I mean, I've played this multiple times this week out of my pool, and it feels so strong, and at the same time, it just is fun to play. It's also kind of funny. It's I don't know why they did this, but in Ixalan, there's a flyer that is a 1/2 with raid. When it attacks, or when you've attacked with a creature, it gets +1/+1, and it costs 2. It's an uncommon, and it's literally the baby cousin of this. It has a cheaper. It's funny, they took an uncommon and just made it into a rare essentially, and gave it for the art. It even has a nicer paraglider. They both are on paragliders, but the uncommon has a worse paraglider. This guy's on like a golden.
He's on a Warkite.
Yeah, well, the other guy's on a kite too.
Is it a paraglider?
Well, it's a kite, but I'm saying that the other guy's kite isn't as nice because it's an uncommon. This is a rare, so they did some cool detail in the art as well. So put both of these over here because they're both worth money. But I think Jadelight Ranger will see a lot of play. I think it's a great card. I think this card will see play too. This card's very good and limited. Direfleet Poisoner. Flash Death Toucher too. I really do think that this card is going to see some form of play.
What card is he in?
Direfleet Poisoner. That's
And what does he do?
So he costs 2 and he's a 2/2. He's got Flash and Death Touch. And then when it enters the battlefield, target attacking pirate you control gets +1/+1 and gains Death Touch until the end of turn.
Yeah, that seems pretty strong.
Yeah. I definitely think it will see some play.
So I got Bishop of Binding,
which is one of the best limited cards in the set. So,
and I also think it's really good in construct. I think it will be good in the Vampires deck as well.
Yeah, so I think it will be good in the Vampires deck. Right now, it's hovering around $1 or so. Direfleet Poisoner is hovering around $2 or $3. But it's hard to say which one of these is better for limited. I would say Bishop of Binding is better for limited. It's pretty cool when somebody plays a Ganache, the 12/12 dinosaur, and you buy Bishop it, and they can't kill the Bishop in one turn, and then you swing for 13 on a Vampire. It's pretty damn strong. But I'll put these over here. Actually, this one will probably go here.
Isn't this card? So I don't know if you've seen this card.
This card's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Isn't that like Tromano Revolutionary? It's a rare back in Mercadian Masks.
I think so.
Exactly like it. It's like prevent all damage to it.
Yeah, I think so. I played this once this weekend. I didn't really play it much. I didn't do its interaction that much, but it seems like a fun card.
Well, it seems pretty good if it's prevent all damage to it.
Yeah.
It can't be stopped except outside of Destroy Fish, right?
Yeah.
Or minus one, minus X, minus X effects.
I actually did not play with this card this week. There's a couple cards on here. This card's good for limited. Limited's good. This card's great. This card's pretty cool. I think Forerunner of the Heralds, this uncommon, actually may... Yeah, I don't think there's room in it for Merfolk right this second, but it's a pretty cool card. Have you seen this card, Paul?
Which one?
So it costs 4, and it's a 3/2 Merfolk. When it comes into play, search your library for Merfolk, put it on the top of your deck.
Oh yeah, the Forerunner.
And
yeah,
then
well, it's it
gets
lets you
+1/+1 counters on it for you when you play a Merfolk. It's pretty cool.
Oh really? Oh yeah, that seems pretty good.
And I also like this. I mean, this card's just good and limited, but I actually think it will see play as well. Is this Thrashing Brontodon for 3? It's a 3/4, and you can pay 1, sacrifice it to destroy target artifact or enchantment.
A 3 for a 3/4.
It's 3 for a 3/4 Dino.
Right.
You can pay 1 and kill an artifact or an enchantment.
That's pretty strong. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels strong.
Okay. So
what was your rare?
I got Path to Discovery.
Actually,
I like this.
Like
I like
card.
this in. I like this card.
The one thing I will say about Rivals is I feel like there's a lot of cool interaction cards, and like it feels more fun of a set just in general from the stuff than Ixalan did. You know, there's a lot of cards that have a lot of cool abilities, and the way they interact is pretty interesting when you actually are playing with them.
So Path of Discovery, I really like it for EDH. Like it seems like it's auto-included in almost any creature heavy EDH deck with green in it.
Sure, because it just cycles through, and either way they're getting stronger, right?
Well, it gives you all your creatures to explore, right?
Yep. So yeah, I do agree. I think, and I think Path's actually worth a couple dollars. Paladin is not though.
Oh, you got the which Paladin did you get there?
It's the 1/1 for 2, and at the beginning of each cup cube, if you lost life, put a 1/1 counter on it.
Yeah, I didn't really
when
like
it
that
dies, you gain life equal to its toughness.
Yeah, I really didn't like that card much. Whatever.
Not that great.
You probably saw my review.
Yeah.
What did you think of my review of?
It wasn't bad.
Hey, I got one of the cards you needed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so I really like this uncommon, and I actually think this. I mean, I don't know if Dinos is going to be viable for standard, but Atsuken Seer, very, very strong. In limited, at least. So you've seen this card, right, Paul? It's the uncommon. It's a 2/3 for 3, and it can tap to add 1 mana to your mana pool, any color. And there's really no mana except like creature mana except that much in this one.
Yeah, but he costs 3.
Well, you can sack him to return a dinosaur from the graveyard to your hand. So, I mean, he's really good in limited. I don't know if he'll see play in standard. But a lot of the time, like, I'll play this guy, right, which is your rare, Galta, and it will die, and then I'll just sack my Seer, or play a Seer, sack it, and get my Galta back. Which is
possible,
really good. So.
I don't know, though. If you're playing a dinosaur deck, do you really have room for that card?
For what, Seer?
Yeah, for Seer.
I think you have to, because it ramps you, right?
Yeah, but there's other cards around.
Not creatures.
Well, the elephant guy, he ramps you.
Yeah, well, there's the 2/2, right? There's a 2/2 guy. The 2/2 dinosaur pump guy, you know what I'm talking about? He's a 1/1, but he turns into a 3/3 when you have a dino, and he taps for any mana. So I got Sphinx's Decree. Each opponent can't cast instants or sorcery spells that player's next turn. Not that great. So you've got it. This is about Galta's about a $4 card. Let's put these over here. I like Galta. I think it's very strong.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's been playing that green-red monsters deck.
I got Nazal Primal Tide. Not that great. You got a good card.
Yeah.
I really like that card. I think that card will be played. I just don't know how it will be played.
I got Trapjaw Tyrant. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, so it's 5/5 for 5, and then whenever it is dealt damage, exile target creature and opponent controls. So,
pretty good, yeah.
I mean,
So
I think it could see play. You got to figure out some way to, start. It's not. It can't be dealing damage to the creatures. It needs to have an enrage effect, right? Where you're playing an enrage effect creature deck. You have a lot of creatures with enrage, and they're all triggering off of themselves. So you'd have to probably play cards that do 1 damage to all creatures on the field, right? And then all your guys get enrage triggered.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if you build it around enrage, but I think you can certainly have stuff that affects your opponent's creatures and yours. Maybe Magnet Spray.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can play with Path to Metal. Path to Metal or whatever.
Yeah, well, there's a red card in this deck, right? That's target creature. You deal 2 damage to your creature, and you attack, or you deal 2 damage to your creature and 4 damage to an opponent's creature. Something like that, right? Because then you're actually 2 for 1 there. You're dealing 2 to your guy, you're exiling a creature, you're dealing 4 to another creature, killing that creature, right? I mean, that seems really good, and that's really, really good in this set, but that's a red card, so...
Well, like, why couldn't you play red, white, green dinos?
So you could. I'm just saying, somebody will have, for standard play, somebody's going to have to come up with some cool stuff.
Do you think dinos can stand on its own, or does it just all the dinosaurs are going to be...
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it could, but I feel like people aren't going to do it, you know?
Really?
Like, I mean, I to the level of, like, competitive play, I don't know if it's going to get to that level. I mean, I guess we'll have to see. So I got 2 rares. One of mine's not good, one of mine's good. So I got Awakened Amalgam, which is my rare, which is a 4 for a power and toughness are equal to the number of differently named lands you control. Pretty weird. Maybe you could see EDH play.
It's possible, yeah.
Cost 4, so. And then the card I got, which we need for a deck anyways, is Azor's Gateway. Which is, I think, a $7 card.
And I got a Masterminds Acquisition.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool. Better than Diabolic Tutor, I suppose, a little bit.
A little bit, right? Do you think this will see EDH play?
What card? Oh, that maybe in combo decks.
Yeah.
Well, especially for the being able to get any card from outside the game.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Maybe for getting cards outside the game, it would be really cool. So you can pretty much get any card.
Yeah.
In EDH.
Well, my pack's not that great on this next pack. I did get a $3 uncommon, so that's cool. Merfolk Mistbinder.
And you got a $20 rare?
I did not.
Oh.
I got Silverclad Frostodons, which is worth not very much. Your card's worth $1. Well,
I got a C4 Oracle.
Yeah,
I don't think it's very good.
I think it sees play. So I have this in my Merfolk sideboard against another aggro deck or control. It's good against control matchup. So.
I think it's a win more card.
I think it's good in the control matchup, right? Like you put it down and you need it out. You need to draw your spell pierces and your negates, so it helps you to get there, right? Like
maybe. I think. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you play it after. If you play it after a Fumigate or something, that'll help you fill your hand. Right?
Yeah.
So you have to have more creatures coming in.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it might not be the most amazing. Got Form of the Dinosaur, so not a very good card. You got a better card than me.
I got it.
The best card in Limited is what you got.
Yeah, Tetsamok.
This card is easily the best card in Limited. If you ever see this card, pick this card.
What's it do, JP?
Pay a black on your turn as a sorcery. You can do it as many times as you like. Put a Oblivion Stone counter on things, or I guess the other way, right?
It's a prey counter.
Same
and you reveal it from your hand.
Yeah. And then blow them all up. It's a one-side Wrath of God.
Only if you put a prey counter on all your opponent's creatures.
Yeah. Which always happens.
Depends. I mean, you're only going to do, what, 4 or 5 before?
Yeah, but what typically happens is you're holding back a little bit. You're playing a couple guys, and then you're putting your prey counters on for 1 or 2 every turn. They're holding back a little bit, and then eventually you're wiping, and they have to have an answer. Or like it's not even like turn 9, right? Like you draw it off the top of your deck, you reveal it 3 or 4 times out of your hand, and then you play it, and it wipes the board still.
Yeah,
it's just really good.
I think it's pretty decent. What deck do you think is going to get played in?
I don't know if it will be played in a deck. It's just the best card in Limited by far. And we both got good cards for Limited out of this next pack.
Oh, that's great.
So I've got Golden Guardian, which is a great card. This card is really... If this card flips in Limited, you're probably going to lose. Flips, and you can just pay 4 and make 4/4 golems every single turn.
I got a Zet Alpa.
Another great card. So there's only 2 outs in the 2. I might be mistaken. There may be 3. But I think there's only 2 ways to get rid of this creature in this entire Limited format. So if somebody lays this down on you and you don't have the white card, Luminous Bonds, that makes it so that they can't attack, or there's one other card that removes the creature, you lose the game, pretty much, if this guy gets played. Although he does cost 8.
No, he's not very good in Constructed, though.
No, I would never play him.
Would you play him in a Reanimator deck?
Nope.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, there's probably other better options.
How do you feel about Wizards of the Coast reprinting cards that were in Ixalan?
I think it's stupid.
Like,
it's the dumbest thing ever.
Raptor Companion?
I don't know, either they did it because they're lazy and cheap, or they did it because they wanted some extra synergy. But I don't feel like that's the right thing, because even draft sets and sealed are a couple packs of Ixalan. So it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So I got another $2 uncommon. There's only a couple expensive uncommons in the set. This, I think we'll see for sure standard play. This is Ravenous Chupacabra. Great, one of the best uncommons in Limited. Probably one of the better slots, for sure. Probably a first pick.
Well, look what I got. Are you ready?
And I got a Siegehorn Ceratops, which I don't think is very good. I mean, it's okay.
I got an Induced Amnesia, which I like a lot. I like a lot in combo decks. It's probably not going to be any good in Standard, but maybe in EDH will be decent. Maybe Legacy or Vintage.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait and see, huh? I got Protein Raider.
Protein Raider? What does he like? Give you extra protein?
He costs 3. Oh, I guess Protein, whatever. Costs 3, it's a 2/2. If you attack with a creature this turn, you may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. Just
so
weird.
You don't like him as much as Vizier Many Faces?
No.
Well, I got Blood Sun.
Oh, that's a
pretty cool
$9 card.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Wait, what the hell? Go ahead.
If you play with Lotus Veil.
Yeah.
There you go. That's why it's expensive. What else did you get?
Wait a minute.
You got a Minecraft card?
Wait, what the hell is this, Wizards of the Coast? Are you advertising Minecraft in my pack of Magic the Gathering? Screw you and your goddamn Minecraft. Sorry. Click that.
Well, it's because they want you to buy the Minecraft pack.
Well, whoop-de-freaking do. No. But seriously, Wizards of the Coast.
Hasbro told them to do it.
But seriously, Wizards of the Coast, don't advertise Minecraft.
Well, we got 2 good uncommons in here.
Look at you.
Legion Lieutenant, another $2 card. And Dead-Eye Brawler. And I actually really like this card. I don't think it's going to see much play, but I think it's pretty darn good for limited.
Yeah.
And they got a Brass's Bounty, which is not that good. For each land you control, create a colorless treasure.
And I got another Path of Discovery.
Wow, we were hitting the high dollar. We haven't hit either of the mythics that we need. A double bad rare Paladin of Anointment.
I got another. I got a foil Galta.
We need that for a deck
awesome.
anyway. That's cool.
And I also got what is this?
That's a bad card.
I got a Storm the Vault.
Gosh, that's a bad card.
Actually, don't say that yet.
Okay.
Come on, it's Tolarian Academy.
Okay.
Okay, come on. You don't think you can get 5 artifacts in play in like a couple turns?
We'll see.
Huh?
We'll see if it.
I don't think it'll be good in Type 2. But hey, could it be played in?
So we're at.
Could it be? Wait, hang on a second. Could that be played in Affinity? In Modern?
I don't think so. I think it's too slow.
Really?
Cost 4. So this box is worth about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think you got a Legion Lieutenant somewhere in that stack too, right?
Oh, I got several.
Well, not several, but you got at least one. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, 25, 30, 34, 35, or no, 40, 55. You probably got like $65 here.
Really?
Yeah. It's because we didn't hit either of the 2 expensive cards. We didn't hit the Merfolk Legendary, which is $20, and we didn't hit the Phoenix, which is almost $20. I do think the Phoenix is going to be the most expensive card in the set for sure.
Do you think it's going to hold up?
Well, it's already seeing heavy play, so I think so.
And what do you don't?
I think
You
it'll
don't.
be a $25.
What do you think about the Merfolk?
I think that's going to drop.
Why?
I think it's a little too slow. I don't think that it sees heavy play, not only because the deck's clearly not doing very well right this second, but also I don't see it seeing heavy play because it can only fit in one deck. It can't fit on several decks. That Phoenix can be in several decks.
Well, it is triple red.
Yeah, and it's in any deck that plays red right now.
Yeah. But you can't play 3 colors.
Well, the Merfolk card is only good in Merfolks.
Well, that's not true. What if you have?
What else are you gonna
What
play?
if you play Conspiracy? Do you know what Conspiracy is?
You're killing me, Paul.
The black card that turns all your creatures into a creature type of your choice. All cards in your deck, all cards in play, all cards in your hand, all cards. So you turn all your cards into Merfolk, but they're not actually.
Anyways, if this was Mad Money right now, I would tell you on the Merfolk to sell, sell, sell. Where's my button? Sell, sell, sell. And then if it was the Phoenix, I would tell you to buy, buy, buy right this second. Although the only problem with Standard is that prices are super flexible and they typically go down before they go up. So we might just want to wait for the price to drop down to about 10, 12 bucks like Hazoret did for a while and then buy them.
So what are you guys' feelings on Rivals of Ixalan? What cards do you think are good? What cards do you think are bad? Do you think James should shave his back? It's pretty hairy, so I'd suggest yes. That's my opinion. But yeah, let us know what you think about Rivals of Ixalan. That'd be a lot of fun. Anything else to say, James?
No, I mean, I think I like the set. I think it's a very good follow-up to Ixalan. I think it helps shake up the Standard meta a lot, including the bans. And I think that, this is, I took a 7-year break from playing Magic back in my opinion, the height of the Magic, for me, was like Mirrodin Block or what was the next one? It wasn't Kamigawa. It was right after that. What was right after the Mirrodin Block? Whatever block was right after that. Well, yeah, Ravnica. Yeah. So those are my two. That was like the funnest time for me playing Magic. And then I came back and it was Eldritch Moon. I didn't like that for limited. And then Ixalan I've loved, and Rivals of Ixalan I love. So, as far as funness, I think they're fun from a limited standpoint. Not so much. You can tell. The one thing I was talking to Paul about earlier, though, is you can tell that the Standard format is dying. I mean, people don't care about Standard right now. People care about Modern. Modern is what people care about. I mean, you'll go to, for a specific example I told Paul about, like, a week ago, I went to a Standard tournament, and there wasn't even enough people to fire at a very busy shop for Friday Night Magic. But there was 140 people to fire for the Modern tournament on that Friday Night Magic at the same place. I mean, that right there tells you that people would rather play Modern right now, especially with the Pro Tour being Modern and all this other stuff, than worry about, Standard. So we'll see if that changes. We'll see if this makes it more fun now with the bans. And clearly that's what Wizards was concerned about, was the unfunness of Ramenup and Tamir taking over the entire format. So
do you agree with the conspiracy theory that the only reason Wizards banned those cards is to sell more cases of Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan?
That's absurd.
Wait.
You think so? You think that? What do you think?
It's a possibility. I mean, if you were a businessman, let's say that you're a businessman, and that you are running Wizards of the Coast, and you want to see your profits increase, what's the best way to do that but make sure that people have to buy their newest stuff?
I think you just have so many customers complaining about, energy and Ramenup that they don't have a choice, and if they don't do it, then it makes the set unfun and people don't play.
Well, you've had a lot of people complaining about card quality.
Well, people complain about...
don't do anything about that.
So we'll have that for another video, guys, but we will have some more content up here soon.
So remember, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and remember to comment down below. Let us know what you think about Rivals of Ixalan. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Alright.
Thanks, guys.
See you in the next video.